2. Mic check 1 and 2. And 2, 1 and 2.
Hear anything? Yeah. I hear it. Good.
1, 2, 1 and 2. 1 and 2.
So you guys are.
see it happen. You know what's in there. Yeah. And you go, I'm plugged here and go all the way over there. You're an idiot. You're a dumbass like here. Like, you're just like, I'm down there.
Right. Wow.
Folks, we're going to get testing, 1, 2, 3. Folks, we're going to get started shortly. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Is that audio okay? Okay, so we're going to get started shortly. If everyone who wants to see the announcement can make their way over to the TV area, that would be great. Good morning, welcome, thank you all for being here. My name is Jonathan Love and I am the Associate City Manager for Google Fiber in Atlanta. My teammates and I have been hard at work since we first announced that Google Fiber was coming to 9 cities in the metro Atlanta area, and today we're excited to share some of that progress with you in the form of a couple of announcements. Later, we're going to kick off the press open house and would invite you all to take part in a couple of demonstrations on the far side of the fiber space. There will also be an opportunity to talk to some members of the Google Fiber team, as well as some of our community partners and guests that are here today. Later, Mayor Reed will be joining us to see the Atlanta Google Fiber TV commercial, as well as run the very first live speed test in the space to officially open it before he has some prepared remarks. Earlier this year, we opened signups for Google Fiber at a number of apartment buildings in the Atlanta suburbs. Since then, we've made great progress. Today, using the Apartment Finder tool, thousands of Atlantans can sign up, get service, and be installed as soon as today. Now, we're also excited to announce that residents and businesses in 5 Atlanta neighborhoods can sign up. If you live in Midtown East or Piedmont Heights, you can sign up, select a plan, and be amongst the first to get Google Fiber. Residents in Old Fourth Ward, Virginia Highland, Morningside Lenox Park can also sign up while we complete construction in those neighborhoods. We're also very passionate about closing the digital divide, and we're excited that hundreds of low-income households in the Old Fourth Ward area will be eligible to sign up for a reduced price, affordable $15 a month broadband internet plan. So that is our first announcement. Our second announcement is about this very space. We're excited to open this space, and we would invite residents and businesses to come, experience the fiber space, sign up for service, and have any questions they have answered. We want this to be a place where members of the community, entrepreneurs, and residents can come together, share ideas, and experience gigabit internet. Those are our 2 big announcements for today. Before we kick off the press open house, starting with the demonstration on the far side, I wanted to introduce a couple of the other members of the Google Fiber team who will be participating, as well as some of our community partners and guests. So first, Jackson Castleberry, you can wave your hand. Jackson leads our real estate partnership team in Atlanta. He will be here to talk about how residents and businesses can get Google Fiber. Katie Beebe is a member of our customer service team. She will be able to talk us through what gigabit internet means, as well as explain some of the product special features. I also want to introduce Fabiola Charles, who is our community impact manager. She will be able to talk about our ongoing efforts to close the digital divide, and she'll later be joined by James Franklin, CEO of TechBridge, to talk about our efforts working with them and other STEM partners in the community. We also have a few other special guests. So I'm going to start with Patty, who is hiding a little bit behind her husband. Patty happens to be the very first single-family home resident in Atlanta with Google Fiber, and we're excited for her to be able to talk about her experience to date. And then last but by no means least, Sean Hammock, if you can give a wave. Sean Hammock is the IT manager for R. James Properties, who have a number of properties in the Atlanta area with Google Fiber. He will be on hand to talk about the experience of getting Google Fiber installed and what it means for the residents. And finally, I'm also available to talk about Google Fiber in Atlanta, what it means for the city, as well as the fiber space itself. Again, later the mayor will be here, and we invite you all to stick around for his remarks. With that, we're going to ask everyone to move over to the far corner to show a couple of the special features of our products. So if everyone can follow me, we will get going. This space will open to the public at 11 a.m. It will be open today until 5 p.m. And we invite you guys to stick around, experience the open house, get a chance to talk to members of the Google Fiber team and any of the customers that come in. Thank you all. So we're going to kick off with Katie talking through what gigabit internet means and some of the special features of Google Fiber.
Thanks, Jonathan. Currently, average internet speeds in the US are around 15 megabits per second. With Fiber's gigabit internet, you're going to get up to 1,000 megabits per second upload and download speeds. Access to gigabit internet means super fast speeds for gaming and streaming, which means that families won't have to fight over bandwidth ever again. It also means amazing video quality. Jonathan's going to go ahead and pull up an HD video to show you. Notice the clarity of the picture. It's super sharp and crystal clear. Jonathan can also skip around in the video, and you'll notice he doesn't have to worry about buffering. While internet is the main product that we're known for, we also have an amazing TV and phone service. I'm going to go ahead and pull up our TV interface right now and take you through some of the basics. Fiber offers all of your local programming, as well as some premium channels like HBO, Showtime, Starz, AMC, and many more. We also have an on-demand library that has about 7,500 TV shows and movies for you to choose from. We also have an amazing search feature. If I go ahead and click on search on the remote control, I can search for my favorite TV show, movie, or even actor. I'm going to go ahead and look for Oprah. Once I find Oprah Winfrey, all of the search results will populate here. It's going to include any TV shows that she's been involved with, which, as you can see, quite a bit of them. It's also going to include any movies. Now, this includes not only movies and TV shows that she starred in, but also written, directed, or even produced. From this interface, I can go ahead and automatically set up a recording for this program. With our DVR, you're able to record up to 8 shows at once. Our DVR has a 2 terabyte hard drive that allows you to store 500 hours of HD content. So now that you guys know a little bit about our product, let me show you the equipment that makes it possible. First off, we have our Fiber Jack. This is what's going to bring that super fast internet into your home. Our Fiber Jack connects directly to the network box. So you can think of your Fiber Jack as your modem and the Fiber box as your router, or the network box as your router. The network box is also going to be your DVR. Next up, we have the TV box. You're going to get 1 TV box per TV in your home. Fun fact about the TV box, it's also a Wi-Fi extender. The latest offering that we have for you is Fiber Phone. This is our little Fiber Phone box that enables the phone service, and we leverage Google Voice. And last but definitely not least is our remote control. We have a Bluetooth remote control that means you can change the channel whether you're sitting on the couch under a pile of blankets or even in the next room.
Fantastic. Thank you, Katie. Jackson, we now wanted to give you an opportunity to talk to everyone about how they can find out whether Google Fiber is available and how they can sign up.
Thanks, John. Welcome, everybody. One of the most common questions we get being part of the Atlanta Google Fiber team is, when will Google Fiber be available for my location? And to make answering this question as easy as possible, we've created a local site that has information and status updates around the various locations across the city. So if you go to the menu, you go to Where is Fiber, and you can see the various neighborhoods that John mentioned earlier today, those 5 neighborhoods. And when he gets there, you can see that those 5 neighborhoods are going to be outlined in blue, meaning that they are currently available for sign-up service.
Sorry, this is one of the benefits of launching today, that we haven't opened everything up to the public quite yet.
Give us a couple seconds here.
There we go.
There we go. So you can see that the neighborhoods that he highlighted this morning are there. They're highlighted in blue, indicating that they are currently available for signups today. Additionally, there's other neighborhoods across the city that are currently highlighted in gray, and our teams are working actively to bring fiber service to those areas. If you're a resident of those areas, you might be interested in receiving notifications and updates around when service will be available for those neighborhoods. You can go up to check eligibility You can then enter your information, and you'll be then able to receive updates around service for those locations. We also have another tool where Atlantans can search for apartment communities that are going to be on track to be connected or already having fiber service. This is called our Apartment Finder, and this is a really neat tool. It's super simple to use, very easy, and for those of you that are Google Maps users, it should look familiar. You can zoom into the Google Maps interface and you see a lot of red and blue dots. The red dots indicate apartments that are on track to be fiber ready, and the blue dots indicate apartments that are currently receiving fiber service. It also has search functionality built in as well. So for instance, if you're interested in searching for Post Parkside, you can type in the name of the property, or you can also type in the address. It pops up, and you can see that while it currently does not have fiber service, it is on track to be receiving fiber service soon. And you can also take a view around the area, and you can see that there are a lot of other properties that are on track to be connected to fiber as well. As John mentioned, we also have properties in the area that are currently fiber ready. And so if you were, for example, to search for Ashford at Spring Lake, you click on it, and you can see that it is currently fiber installed, meaning that residents of that property can sign up for service and receive service today. If your property is not on this fiber finder, that's okay. We've shown how a resident can express interest in receiving updates. You can talk to your property manager, and then also our teams here in Atlanta will be working diligently to partner with the real estate community to bring fiber service to those properties. And if you're interested in understanding more about the experience of bringing Google Fiber to apartment communities, Sean Hammock is here, who is the IT manager for R. James Properties, and he was instrumental in bringing Google Fiber service to Ashford at Spring Lake, so he can be available to answer any questions. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jackson. Let me do a quick time check. How close are we to the mayor's arrival?
Probably about 5 minutes.
Okay, so we're going to take a brief break. We're going to wait for the mayor to come. We wanted to give him a chance to see the Google Fiber TV commercial and react, as well as to experience the fiber speed test and officially open the fiber space. Afterwards, we're going to break out into different groups as part of the open house to give everyone a chance to talk to different members of the Google Fiber team, our partners, as well as our special guests here today. After the mayor has given his remarks and he's done any interviews, we're going to break into a few different areas. At this location, we're going to have Katie Beebe, as well as some of our brand ambassadors, and Patty to talk about the customer experience. On the other side, we will also have members of our customer service team to be able to demonstrate the product, talk about the special features. By the main table over there, near where Carolina is waving, we will have Fabiola Charles and James Franklin to talk about our efforts to bridge the digital divide and our impact in the community. Last but not least, Jackson and Sean Hammock will be on hand near the TV screens where we started to talk about how to get Google Fiber, what the resident experience is like, and what the benefits of Google Fiber are. I will also be available, and we'll be around that central table if anyone has any questions. So we will pause there briefly and get ready for the mayor's arrival. Everyone should help themselves to coffee and donuts from our local vendors. Thank you.